Hello, kids. It's time for some Outer Worlds. I've been sick for the past few days, so I'm getting over it, but it's slow. It's slow going. So if my play sessions are short, forgive me. If I hop off abruptly, it's usually to pass out for a little while. Okay.
Is any of the news they play here actually true?
It's always fucking freezing in the base. If it wasn't for us, this whole damn station would shut down.
The news packet had the tossball scores from Ducanas. What about the rail glide?
I didn't think anyone would need us.
Move along.
Hell, I know space hands who don't even think of us for.
Something the matter?
Nope.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
We interrupt your regularly scheduled...
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time. Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from. Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown. Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free. Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one. Of course, most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
Hey man, freeze free.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. we're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key, and they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. Aren't you precious? No. The young man on the video was flesh and blood, all right.
Could be it was automated. Mr. Thompson used to automate the intercom in Edgewater to say all sorts of things. A bit saved is worth two in the bush was his favorite. Never did figure out what he meant.
Edna didn't seem to think so, and I trust the dear girl's judgment. Well, maybe not in men, but she knows her comms. So, like as not, someone's been down there recently. And if someone set up shop in Roseway, I'd wager they got something to hide. Maybe whatever they're hiding went to heck, and now they need a few spare hands to clean up the mess.
Language.
If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer.
Fuck.
Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors.
F-U-C-K, fuck.
The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs. My goodness, aren't you quick on the uptake? I like that. Should you find yourself responding to a certain distress call, then we ought to have a chat over a pot of tea in my famous cook. Law bless your atoms. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar. Depends. What are you planning to do with it? You got a good heart, wanting to do this for him. Frankly, I'm tired of Udom's whining. Don't kill me, please. And I'll pay, I swear. The man's been messaging me 4 or 5 times a day. How's a woman supposed to read her new missives when her incoming folder's all cluttered? Suit yourself. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Okay. Hey guys, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm big. Okay. Let's see.
No one saw me trip over that, right? Hey there. Be seeing you.
Hey, you got a second? Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me. Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired. Oh, okay. Well, can you give me a couple of pointers? Good one, boss. Imagine me fawning all over you like some oily corporate parasite hoping for a raise. You got a real subtle sense of humor. I like that. And if you're willing to take me on board, I got a feeling we'll get along just fine. Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like. It's delicious. Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust. Maybe with a little cream on top? Classic. Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise. Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses. So yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots. Hope that's not a deal breaker. Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this. I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
You got a crew now, Felix.
Great. Amazeballs is what I say. I say amazeballs. You wouldn't believe how often I use that term. I'm kidding, I don't use it at all. I don't use it hardly at all. Let's see here.
Huh? Oh, I am alert and awake. Not to worry. I take our ship's security highly seriously. Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died.
Well, if I had emotions, I'm sure that would be sad. Or happy. I don't know the difference. Let's see, do I have anything to sell? No, not really. I need 500 bits. All right,
Please avoid damaging.
Let's see.
Yourself or others while you're out.
I'll show her. I'll damage myself and others while I'm out. She can't tell us what to do. Never. Never. Well, friends, I turn 40 next week. Next Friday, to be precise.
Hey, that pad down there, with the lights off, there are people unloading a ship.
Probably another sublight contract haul. Could be drugs, could be bootleg Aetherwave cartridges.
I don't know. What I do know is that it's time we started making some bits. So let's see.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local war embassy. Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local war embassy.
Just plug the last of the O2 leaks.
CNP pancake mix. Now requires no mixing. Seriously, don't mix it.
I almost forgot. I'd collect another crew member. My favorite crew member, actually. Ellie.
You're sure this is perfectly safe? I'd rather not die early of an infectious disease myself.
To the last ratchet on rotten time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do no... What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to... I'm just terrible, dreadful sick. Should've known she'd send a bruise. Alright, oh, seems like...
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low. Oh, laws. Wait, don't gut me and skin me yet. Please, talk to Bedford. Tell him I can pay, a part of it, and I'm a useful person to know. Just ask Ellie. Surely you wouldn't drag me before him. I'm dreadful contagious. I just know if I face him, I'm dead. What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear. Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the Blood Tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years. Udom was my buyer for when I'd acquired the diamond. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Any word on Jesse? Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. You can't miss it.
That's how it is, huh? You just sell somebody out to the board without a second thought?
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Hello again. Have you, made any progress with that terribly sensitive thing I told you about? You know, my government seal. Oh, yes. Right, of course. I'm terribly sorry for bothering you. It's just... I really...
Maybe you should have considered that before selling it.
I've castigated myself quite enough already, thank you. I don't need your help. Now, how might I assist you?
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
I believe the captain is proposing an indenture contract.
That's not unreasonable.
Boss, you can't be serious. The board's got no right to just enslave another human being.
That's where you're wrong, young man. Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate? I'm not sure the price of her organs will allow a profit in that case. I expect her liver is, used goods, as it were. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance. Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm indentured. I ain't too elated about going exclusive, but it's better than winding up dead. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and if you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off. It's like people touching a cookie and leaving it in the box. It's just one of those things that gets under my skin. You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already.
Dr. Fenhill, glad you opted to join us. It'll be good to have a Sawbones on the crew.
We'll talk later. Got a bit of a sore throat from all that fake coughing.
You been flying the Outer Systems route lately? Deader than a space caterpillar out there.
Traffic's down all over. Even the...
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have...
Hey, Ellie. Having your usuals?
Not today. I'm on the job.
Never thought I'd see the day. Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing. I hear tell some folk down in the townships are getting offered early retirement. Who'd think of such a thing? What would you do with all the time? The radiators, they're fucked 10 ways to Sunday. And we're all sweating buckets wondering when the powers that be are gonna get around to fixing it. Groundbreakers, what do you call it? Like in a terrarium. Can't let the outside, that is space, in, or we all die a horrifying airless death. Still gotta let the heat out though, or we cook. And right now, we're cooking. Couldn't say. And I wouldn't be pouring drinks professionally if I could. All I know is we're cooking in our own juices here, and it's only gonna get worse.
Terminal swamp ass.
Luck's nothing against... There's nobody who knows more about the station's guts. Any system you could name, June's crawled around inside and made it better. She doesn't come around here often, though. Don't see her as much of a drinker. Too straight-laced for that.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball Final.
Sour candy. Shell around a sweet purple berry flavor.
So, Vicar. Vicky. Can I call you Vicky?
Absolutely fucking not.
For a vicar, you sure curse an awful fucking lot.
Look who's talking.
I'm not a fucking priest.
And thank the architect for that.
This is a good game, guys. Yeah, this is a good game. It's fun. It's a fun game.
Welcome back. Do wipe the blood and space dust from your feet in the entry bay. Thank you.
All right, now.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be? The unit is a cleaning SAM. Alex likely record. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters. Yes, Captain. Beginning.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw. I'll be here. We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
Captain, got a minute? This Roseway business smells. Something tells me things didn't end well for the guy who made the distress call. And whoever or whatever got him will be waiting for us. You're saying he walked into a communications tower, turned on the transmitter, held down the talk button, and sent half a message by accident? Oh, I'm judging all right. Anyway, we might as well take a look out there, see if we can get the jump on whoever's waiting for us. No security. Not that I'm complaining.
Shoot up and spit out. What sort of creature, other than humans, would be so wasteful?
Here they come.
Oh.
That's the last of them.
Warning. Having obstruction. Organic materials detected on roadway. Please ensure mechanisms are free of reversal. Delays in loading due to commerce obstruction will be deducted from all staff pay.
It ain't stealing if no one sees.
Employee, you will find an additional 200 bits for commerce obstruction. Please collect your ticket. Warning. Having obstruction. Organic materials detected on roadway. Please ensure mechanisms are free of reversal.
A detour? Well, adventure does favor the bold.
From all staff pay.
Does it? I don't quite know about that.
Don't open Raptidons inside.
Don't try to know about that, Father. Padre. What I reckon we're going to find out soon enough. Soon enough.
I done had enough of this shit. I'm just the fucking tarmac guard. No one said nothing about fighting no raps. Distress call? From here? Shit. They told me that weren't allowed. Got me. I just do what I'm told, and I was told not to do such. Alarms went off, raps broke loose, and I hightailed it in here to get a wall between me and them beasts. Scientist, name of Anton Crane. Someone said he's panicking inside the comm center. Oh, before I forget, anti-cle-
The ventilation shaft runs from the bottom of the lab to the top of the hill. Over the garage.
Top of the hill's grafted on territory. Sit down.
I don't need to do it myself.
If you've come to end my life, let's be on with it. Oh, not actually one of them, are you?
I could be. Damn it.
Then let's be on with it, swine.
Trouble incoming, Captain.
You asked, I'm not ready to die.
That's the last of them.
Anybody care? Anybody give a shit? Nobody? Hey.
I don't have time for this.
Okay. Alright, fine.
We are experiencing a security event, sir and/or madam. Please vacate the premises immediately and return to your domicile or designated workplace.
Sure.
Maybe. I don't know. All right. I'm new to this job. I am not allowed to disclose the details of my contract. If you are unhappy with the quality of my work, please submit a complaint to Auntie Cleo's Department of Employee Conduct. Please remember that Auntie Cleo Pharmaceuticals is not responsible for any loss of life or grievous physical injury sustained while on company premises.
Sure.
You picked a hell of a day to visit. I'm Vaughn. Vaughn Cortez. Dr. Vaughn Cortez. But just Vaughn's fine, really. Over in the main labs. I rabbited back here when I realized I was hearing gunshots, not blown fuses. We've been cooped up in here, I don't know, hours? Too long. I have to get back to work. What? I mean, we're surrounded by hungry raptidons. Who wouldn't be? Am I right? Look, I don't want to go back out there, but there's a thing I gotta do. I had to leave an experiment running at the lab. Something I've been working on a long while. Something that could really get me ahead. Know what I mean? Why? Are you heading to the lab? Because that would be... I've been extracting organic compounds from raptidons. Compounds that have, benefits.
Uh-huh.
Benefits?
In certain social situations. Personal situations. Where you might want to, enhance your charisma.
Oh, he's making enraptured, Captain. An aphrodisiac. Wrapped musk is the main ingredient.
What? No? I mean, yes, I'm getting the musk. With Monarch embargo, the price is sky high, but I'm not making the drug. The results are outside the margin of error. Technically. Sure. Of course. Our lab's south of here, down the road. Not the old public lab, the one past that, built into the mountainside. The newer lab is built for, more sensitive work. We mostly use the old lab for storage these days. My equipment's in the lower levels, way in the back. I have a big room all to myself, dissection tables and whatnot. It should have been running this whole time. Just grab the results and bring them here. If you have a buyer. I got a contact who wants to haul the entire batch to Byzantium. Help me out, I'll cut you in for a share. I'll even pay you before I am, when you deliver to me. Great! This is really gonna save my ass.
This should prove a worthwhile endeavor. Living in there would rank only slightly better than prison.
Ah, outlaws, I assume. Do me a favor and let me finish. My death, you simpleton.
Here they come.
Alright. Well, I'll see you guys later. I'll be back in a bit.